What's up, all you crazy bastards out there? Welcome back to another edition of Neon Trash. I'm your boy, Tommy the Hammer. Tonight, it's Friday night. I'm drinking some beers. I'm about to watch some motherfucking sleaze in the form of an Italian horror movie called Cannibal Apocalypse. This came out during the whole Mondo cannibal craze of the late 70s and early 1980s. I remember buying this movie on VHS way back in the day, and I think I only watched it like once or twice because, you know what, guys? I barely remember this fucking movie at all. The only thing that I remember about it is that it's got the prolific horror genre actor John Saxon in it. It's also a cannibal film that doubles as kind of a Vietnam exploitation movie of sorts, because that whole theme was pretty big back in the day as well. But I can't wait to check this movie out again and refresh my memory on it. You guys know this fucking routine. Check out the trailer. Beep that shit, assholes, and when we get back, y'all motherfuckers are gonna know my opinion on Cannibal Apocalypse.
Please try to understand. Listen to me. While she was here, I had this urge to bite her. To bite her, you understand? Like Bukowski.
We got it. There's no exit there.
The movie Cannibal Apocalypse kind of borrows from a number of American and Canadian horror movies, namely First Blood, the Rambo film, and the David Cronenberg movie Rabid. This movie tries very hard to fit in with the whole Mondo cannibal craze, but doesn't quite land that spot. At the same time, I feel like this is an Italian director that is doing things a very American exploitation sort of way. This feels like something that you would have seen in the seedy theaters of New York during the 1980s. Now, that's not a bad thing per se, but I don't know, this movie's kind of a mixed bag. There's a lot of elements to it that I genuinely appreciated, and I feel like the beginning of the film is quite engaging. I mean, there's a lot of intense violence, there's an interesting narrative, even though it's all over the fucking place, and John Saxon, I thought, was an excellent lead. There's just something likable about the guy as an actor, so I was on board for about 35 to 40 minutes of this movie. We're presented with this kind of zombie, cannibalistic epidemic, rabies aspect, and I don't know, when that part comes up, it feels like it's taking a hard U-turn. But then I got back on board. Then I was like, this is batshit bonkers insane. I could get into this sort of thing, and I feel like it kind of picks itself up again. Well, after that, after the second pickup, the movie begins to meander, and by the end of the film, even actor John Saxon is kind of walking around all dazed like, what the fuck am I doing on this set? So one of my catchphrases on this channel is that I don't need to take a deep dive into certain films, and when it comes down to exploitation like Cannibal Apocalypse, well, this is definitely one of those movies that you don't want to take a fucking deep dive with. Although there are certain themes to this film that could be dissected a little more cerebrally. I mean, there's, kind of this subplot about how the horrors of war can, bleed into, American life, and when they come back to the States, they're not the same men, and blah, fucking blah. It all gets lost in its overall messy narrative, and you don't really want to think about it too much because at the end of the day, this is a bargain basement, drive-in, movie theater, midnight movie. This is a cult film that's meant to be taken on, face value. It's meant to be watched late at night with some beers, hanging out with your friends, and laughing at it. So with all that being said, guys, out of 10 stars, I could give the Italian cannibal movie, Cannibal Apocalypse, a solid, I'm leaning towards 5.5, strong 6 out of 10.